Lost Media 12. Hi guys, welcome to my Lost Media series in Season 2. Today I'm going to be talking about video game Lost Media. So without further ado, let's go. Number 1, Oogie and the Cockroaches. Lost ROM of cancelled the game based on cartoon, circa 2004. A video game for the Game Boy Advance console based on the French animated series Oogie and the Cockroaches was planned for a 2004 release. It is a platformer-type game where you play as Oogie. It is developed by Xilum and published by Telegames according to IGN. The description of the game doesn't say much and basically describes the show it was based on the animated series Oogie that first appeared in 1999. Oogie and the Cockroaches presents some role reversal with Oogie as the victim fighting off 3 pesky cockroaches. It is unknown why the game was cancelled, since it was pretty much finalized and got an Ace rating E. But it is implied it is due to the release of the Nintendo DS console, despite said console being backwards compatible with the games. So far, this is the only Oogie video game known to exist apart from the Flash games. So far, only 2 levels are confirmed to be in the game. Episode 1, Snow, and Episode 2, Garden. There is also what seems to be a carnival level, a construction site level, and a sewer level. Multiple screenshots of the game and video footage of it can be found on IGN's website, but the ROM itself is lost. Number 2, 3D Break the Cookie. 3D Break the Cookie is a lost app with its series Medium. There is only 2 footages of it. Number 3, Groovebit. Groovebit, created by the developers Phobic Studios, formerly known as Team Phobic, also known as the makers of Bounce on franchise. It was released on September 30th, 2010 on iOS, and then on May 14th, 2012 on Android. In 2017, Phobic Studios removed all of their games from the Google Play Store and App Store, as they were not supported on new devices, and then closed their site. Groovebit's profile was archived. However, the Android version of the said game was fully lost. The game was cost $1.99 used. Groovebit is a physics-based puzzle platformer, where you decide which way is up as a little robot falls and pivots through each level. Collect all the batteries to win, but watch out. A wrong move could be deadly. Each level presents a unique challenge. Find the right path, avoid enemies, spike traps and laser weapons. Use levers, buttons and elevators to solve the puzzles. Groovebit is fun for all ages, but with the game's physics, the simplest solution isn't always what it seems. Challenge yourself to earn a bronze, silver or gold medal for the smallest number of pivots needed to complete the level. Collect all batteries by pressing the buttons to tilt. On August 21, 2010, the trailer of the game was released on the developer's YouTube channel. There is also an archived Google Play page about the game. There is our app websites named App Combo, apk.di, and Soft122 where the Android apps are downloadable from these websites, has the only copy that the game was archived. But the download link is now missing. Considered to be lost media. Number 4, Bollywood 2003, Lost NES Hack. Bollywood 2003 is a hack of Konami's bootleg NES game Street Fighter II Pro, misspelled Street Fighter II Pro, by an unknown developer. The hack replaces the Street Fighter characters with Bollywood stars, and nothing else other than the title screen. It has only been found in a 5-in-1 multi-cart, and no ROMs were found, nor do any seem to exist on any device. It has now since been found and the search is over. Number 5, Bubsy 3D, cancelled Sega Saturn port. Bubsy 3D is a 1996 PlayStation video game that is often considered one of the worst video games ever made. It is the 3rd title, and the first 3D one, in the Bubsy series. A Sega Saturn version was also in development, originally meant to come out in winter 1996, but was delayed to spring of 1997. This version ended up cancelled when the game was a critical and commercial failure. The Sega Saturn version was going to be based on the original 32X development models. No prototypes of the Sega Saturn version has resurfaced. Number 6, Bad Piggies 2, Lost original sequel. Bad Piggies 2 is a cancelled sequel to the well-known Angry Birds spin-off game, Bad Piggies. The original game was released September 27, 2012. a puzzle game where you construct vehicles to get to the end of the course. The sequel was discovered in late 2020 on an ArtStation port of a former Rovio Entertainment employee. It is unrelated to the sequel that was soft-launched. The game likely would have taken place in space, and features the player building spaceships. Judging by the images revealed, it's even possible that the game would have been set at the same time as Angry Birds Space, another Angry Birds game taking place in space. Number 7. Blues Treasure Hunt Online Version. Blues Treasure Hunt was a game on the PC for Windows 95 and Macintosh, first released on September 28, 1999. Based on the Blues Clues Season 3 episode Blues Big Treasure Hunt. Although the game's premise was fairly similar to the episode, in which Steve and Blue receive a mysterious letter from an unknown person that leads them to the land of great discovery, the narrative of the episode was slightly altered to fit the needs of the gameplay. Around the years of 2002 to 2004, an online version of the game was located on the gaming section of the Nick Jr. website. The mechanics of the online version were very similar to the CD version, such as both being point-and-click adventure games. Although the online version had much shorter gameplay time. No screenshots are known to exist of the online version. Number 8. Dr. Seuss The Cat in the Hat, cancelled 2003 GameCube game. Dr. Seuss The Cat in the Hat is a 2003 2.5D platformer for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, Microsoft Windows and Game Boy Advance. Developed by Magenta Software and Digital Eclipse, and published by Vivendi Universal Games. It is based on the 2003 film of the same name. A GameCube version was planned and would "veep" in the same game as the PS2, Xbox and PC versions, but it was never released. Number 9. Meme Run, recalled Wii U eShop game. Meme Run was a game released for the Nintendo Wii U in December 2014 by Ninja Pig Studios. The game was submitted to Nintendo 4 times before being approved, and received negative reactions upon announcement. As of March 2015, the game was pulled from Nintendo eShop thanks to a copyright claim filed by the Trollface's creator. Meme Run was also submitted to Steam Greenlight for users to vote, but the Greenlight campaign failed. Various videos of people reviewing and playing the game were uploaded to the internet by the time Meme Run was recalled. The game is an endless 2D runner with randomly generated Lenny-infested terrain. You play as a dancing troll face as you collect swag points for surviving as long as possible. 316 scopes, wombo combos, luminatus, and troll titles. Their tiles look exactly like the terrain, being a black rectangle with a Lenny face on it, but if the player walks over this tile as if it were normal ground, she falls through the ground and dies. Will try to stop you along the way. After getting a game over, the player can then upload their scores to Miiverse. An update was released in January 2015 that allowed you to play the game as Bigley, an obscure meme from Miiverse, with a different background. Number 10. M&M's Adventure, lost PS2 port. M&M's Adventure is a video game released by Zoo for the Wii in 2008 based off the M&M's candy. A PS2 version was meant for release, but Wikipedia says that it was cancelled. However though, Walmart's online store, & somewhere on Amazon. A few copies are being sold of the PS2 version, which may lead to that the PS2 version was released in very low quantities. No one knows exactly what happened to this version to this day really, & will probably never know. Conclusion. Thanks for watching this episode of my Lost Media series in Season 2, and we will see you next time on my Lost Media series. Thanks for watching. Next episode is Lost Media 13.